Well, we were gonna go to shore, but we stepped out here. It's 20 knot winds, raining, and there's all these little squalls.
3 days on a remote island with no people. Then the ocean starts leaving us clues. A washed up wreck, Hawksbill turtle tracks in the sand, a Haitian refugee boat with supplies still inside, and ruins from our very own U.S. Navy. This place is breathtaking and heavy, all at the same time. We swim in our fins, explore what's been left behind, and then haul up the flopper stoppers at dawn to make an early run toward the bank. If we haven't met before, I'm Jen, and this is Dave. We're a Colorado couple who traded snow boots for scuba fins and now live aboard our Nordhavn 55. So welcome, and don't forget to hit that like button and smash subscribe so you can follow right along our journey.
I think we're gonna get rained on, so we're gonna wait, and then we're gonna go. It started to rain. A little tropical storm.
We swam in with our scuba fins and hit the beach to wander and explore this beautiful island.
Hispaniola is an island 70 miles that way. 2/3 of Hispaniola is Dominican Republic. The other third is Haiti. The Haitians, they've had a rough go of it, and so they're all trying to get over here. That is a boat made by Haitian refugees trying to get out of Haiti. You can see the tarp they use as a sail.
Wow.
Bamboo for the boat.
Yeah.
They get here, and then they don't know what to do. That's all their bottles of water until they can figure out a way out of here.
Wow, yeah.
There could easily have been
People lived on this
20
boat.
people on this.
Plastic bags back here, yeah. Sad. Really sad.
Or it could have been something else. It could have been that they all got tossed around at sea. None of them made it, but the boat came up here. How bad does it have to be where you live in your living conditions?
Oh, I know.
How bad does it have to be to say, hey, I'll go across 7 miles open ocean and that, and then live on the beach, hoping
Bad.
that I can find a better place.
That's really sad.
After spending some time at the Haitian refugee boat, we spotted another wreck about a quarter mile up the beach and headed that way.
Good sized boat.
Yeah.
There's an engine. There's an engine. Generator. Yeah, that's a generator.
Generator.
Yep.
That's what fiberglass looks like when it's all tore up. Wow. Look at this. Teak parquet flooring. Huh. You're a cute little lizard. Look how cute you are. I get rained on. I got my sunglasses on, I know. One of them. Ow. I know. We gotta swim all the way back to the boat. Yeah, good walk though.
You got good timing.
Are you hiding?
I'm protecting myself.
Alright.
I'll see.
Oh, these rocks are beautiful. The sun's out. We're bunkering under a big rock.
Big Sand Cay is an uninhibited island that's about 1.3 miles of sand, dunes, cactus, and wild shoreline sitting just 7 miles south of Salt Cay, on the edge of the Turks and Caicos chain. The empty island still embraces Cold War remnants and rusty leftovers from illegal treasure hunters in the 70s and 80s, who reportedly fled by seaplane, leaving heavy equipment behind to rot and rust in the salt air. And those concrete ruins aren't random. Big Sand Cay was once a satellite hydrophone site linked to the Navy's Naval Facility 104 on Grand Turk, part of the Cold War Sound Surveillance System listening network. And this little bunker was one of the breadcrumbs left behind. Because the sound surveillance system worked by running seafloor hydrophone arrays through underwater cables to shoreline facilities, A remote outpost like this typically needs a tough little structure to protect the shore end hardware.
So we're up here on this hill, and Dave looked out, and we saw a whale, humpback whale, way the heck out there. Saw him breach twice, but we got really excited. See all the sargassum over there, all the trash. US Navy. Walking through the little cactus mine. Look at all these things. Oops. The suckers are sharp and they hurt. Aw, it's a turtle track, guys. He's looking for a place. She looking for a place to put her eggs.
Today, Big Sand Cay is protected as a statutory sanctuary for seabirds and is also a critical nesting beach for hawksbill turtles. So if you land here, tread lightly, stay off dunes, don't dig, and give any tracks or nest areas a wide berth.
Probably belongs to the trawler. That is water heater. Water's still under warranty.
Oh, we can make it.
Alright.
We can do it. Oh, we can't go this way though, can we? So, picked up a piece of plastic. We can't pick up all the trash, but I pick up all the soft pack plastic that I can. Throw it away. It's all over the place.
Oh, you got the bag now.
I do. Hi-ho, hi-ho.
Hi, so.
Call me a hoe. You the hoe. Dave's swimming back. Bobbing. So nice out. It's 5:30 a.m. We're about to pull out the flopper stoppers and head towards West Caicos. We're gonna have some rough seas for about 3 hours so we hit the bank, but got up and it was raining and it's chilly, so see how this goes. What's the first step?
I think I'm going to do the forward first.
Okay.
Then come back, then we can get the flopper and the retrieval.
Okay. You ready?
Okay, come on down.
Throw it.
Okay, come on down.
We did it. Got them in. Use those muscles. You look so comfortable. Sunset behind us. Wow, it's really pretty. So I know it's hard to see me, but we were just
leaving our anchorage at Big Sand Cay, and I noticed a boat, a very small boat. It looked like a lot of people on it, floating out, coming in towards shore. But we skedaddled. You never know, right? It could be a boat full of drug runners. Who knows? But it could be good people, bad people. We don't want to get stuck in a situation in a foreign country like that. So we're leaving. And there's a reason they're out there. So anyways, a little freaky, but look at the sky. How beautiful it is. West Caicos. Here we come.
We've been on the salt. What's the name of the place?
Big Sand Cay.
Big Sand Cay for 3 days. Didn't see a soul. The only thing that's on Big Sand Cay is a washed up old trawler and a refugee boat with 1,000 bottles of water, empty water bottles.
Yeah.
That had been there and made camp after they came over. So we're 70 miles away from Hispaniola. Haiti regularly has skiffs full of Haitians coming over to the Bahamas and the Turks and Caicos Center. As we leave this morning, it's raining, it's dark, we pull up the anchor, we get on course, and as we're turning around to get on course, Jen notices a boat, which is really unusual. We haven't seen a person in 3 days, and there's a boat over there just a couple of 100 yards away. Now it's dark, we're already getting on course, it's a little drizzly, and as we look at the boat a little bit more, can't make out everything. I didn't want to scare them, but it was definitely an overloaded wooden skiff. So pretty sure it was a boat full of refugees from Haiti. I would bet money on it.
We would guess,
It
yeah.
wasn't a fishing boat, it wasn't a kayakers, it wasn't anything. It was
We're way too remote out in the middle of nowhere for that.
So, I was going to get the searchlight on them. Okay, I could have done that. We could have turned toward them. We could have looked at, gone over there. But then it brings up the dilemma. What if they're not refugees? What if they're drug runners? What if they have weapons? We're sitting here isolated with no help. I don't want to run into that. So they were close enough to land. I wasn't worried about their humanity-wise.
safety,
I
yeah.
wasn't worried about their security and safety. They could get to that land. That was pretty easy for that. So I'm not calling U.S. Coast Guard or anything because I didn't have full-on documentation. They could have just been, fishing people. I don't know.
No.
But just wasn't really expecting to see that this morning.
No. For me, it's more of a safety concern, like you said, for us, because a lot of times, you're out here in the middle of nowhere and you sleep with the doors unlocked, and you just never know what could happen. So, a little freaky. What would you guys do? What would you do? Scan a comment and let us know. We'd love to hear everybody's thoughts.
I'd get more coffee.
Yes, I could use more coffee, please.
A couple days later, the Royal Turks and Caicos Island Police Force detected an illegal migrant vessel on its way to Providenciales. 149 Haitian migrants were being illegally transported. For the last 3 years, TCI has averaged 27 boats carrying 3,400 migrants. So what Dave and I experienced was in fact a refugee boat.
So if you haven't figured it out by now, Jen and I are not professional sailors, seamen. We just started this journey a couple of years ago, and we're learning every day. So one of the things I'm trying to get a grasp on and get better at is weather planning, weather forecasting, weather interpretation. So in aviation, I've been doing it forever. As soon as I see a weather briefing for a trip or a flight, within seconds my mind puts a 3D visual, fully cinematic, artistic vision of that flight together in my head. I know exactly what to expect when we get there. Very few things change, but it's just second nature by now. With boating, still trying to learn what that means. I understand the weather and I can understand interpreting the weather, and I'm starting to get to the application phase, but definitely not to the complete comprehensive phase. Meaning, you know, you can give me parameters of say, hey, you don't want to go anything more than 3 to 5 feet, and you want the period to be less than the wave height. So 3 to 5 seconds, whatever that is. Okay, what's that look like visually? What's that feel like? Where's a waves coming out of versus surge? Surge, I do not understand. I will tell you that. We get to an island and we're tucked in right behind the leeward side of the wind and the waves, and then the surge wraps around. So I'm still trying to figure that one out. How it works all together, I'm getting there. How the boat reacts to it. So head-on seas versus a beam versus trailing seas versus wind. It's I'm starting to get it, but I think I just need more experience, so we know what to expect when we see that it's going to be. Today we're going to get 5 foot on 6 seconds. Now I'm guessing that marine and aviation are about the same. If it's in a very populated area, your forecast is much better. If you're forecasting weather in New York City, you're going to get a pretty accurate forecast, or in Denver where we were, you get a pretty accurate forecast. If you're out in the middle of Montana, you know, you get something good, but nothing great. Same out here, forecasting the weather for the wind and waves in Fort Lauderdale versus the middle of the Turks and Caicos passage, where I don't know how many radar stations there are or how many weather reporting buoys there are. So I guess it's more of a WAG. By the way, WAG is an acronym. A lot of people know this. Wild ass guess. There you go. There's your tip for the day.
Just relaxing as we make our way to the bank, the calmer water.
Bank now, so the rain went away. No whales, boo, but look at this water. We came up here so you can see the coral eggs, because there's a lot of coral eggs in these waters here. The name's a little scary. See the squall ahead, there, all over the place. Yeah, look like we start my window.
Grab a big boat.
Weirdo.
Gotta stay buff while you're captain in the boat. That way I can start another channel called Buff Captains.
Dreamer. He's a dreamer.
Lost count. Gotta start all over.
Oh God.
114, 115, 116.
If you made it this far, thanks so much. Hit like, subscribe, and we'll see you the next time somewhere offshore.